Okay, this is a video for the BLON BL-30. This is a 70 millimeter dynamic driver. 70 millimeter dynamic driver, which is exactly the same as the Sony MA900, which is one of my... I sent this to Michigan to Paterick to get mini XLR balanced MA900. Changed to Dakoni pads. It's a forever item in my life. Listened to these and thought, these sound unique. Looked at the front through this and thought, that looks like that pattern that's on the Sonys, slightly different. If I go in the back, you can see how it's very, very clearly open back. See the vented pole piece, the baffle board around it. That's a big boy driver right there. If you have ever had the Sony MDRX B1000, I think that was the name of it, or the MA900s, and that speaker-like sensation from the large dynamic drivers on your ears, I'd recommend you buy this immediately. First message is to the people that bought the Phantoms and customized it and did a bunch of stuff to it. This set, grab it. One of you from the mod or DIY community, because I'd love to see what kind of stuff you could do. It says noise canceling right there, but it's an open back, so that's a typo. I hope they take that down. Whoever makes this website, like, edit it please, because it's not noise canceling unless 70 millimeters covering your ear, but that's not noise canceling. It's enforcing noise into your ear in a really nice way, but it's not noise canceling. I can imagine some people like pushing this mesh through and doing some 3D printing, like for the TA Audio Phantom custom version on this. Also the pads, I wouldn't wreck this. I'm gonna switch my pads, and I was looking at the Phantom pads, those like furry pimp Econoline. I'm sorry, music. Bass 3, mids 3, treble 3. There's nothing notable is that it's got dynamic thump, but it's an open back, which is what I said in the original video, and lo and behold, I guess it is a 70 millimeter driver, because that's what they're saying it is. So that's what got the initial stimulation. Then they said it's going to be affordable, and I thought, you know, what does that mean? And they said around $100, and I thought, man, 1111, the 01 plus one of these packaged for under $150, boom, and it didn't happen. Was very bummed, and I thought it was never going to happen. And today I saw while looking for a router, USB for my computer, so I can go to multiple DAC amps, and recommended to me on the bottom was this, and I thought, that looks fucking familiar. That one right there. I don't see a case on the Linsol site. And then I sent them out and said, do you guys have a Japanese site? And they said, yeah, we listed it today. That's how I find out stuff, because I'm so connected and in bed with them that I gotta ask stuff that other people already know. This is it right here. Looks slightly different from mine. It's all metal. Let me hold this up. What am I doing? Well, you do this with a lot of sets. You get snapping, cranking, all kinds of... This is not... You see the position of that? It's not going to go anywhere. That sound is this headband, which you can remove, by the way. And I would, and I'm gonna, because it's the first headphone set that I've had with that. It's all metal. The whole thing's metal. Removable cable, of course. I wouldn't be doing a video for a non-removable cable. I'm going to do a video comparing this with the Audio. It's not on the same level as the Audio, but it's not priced near that. I just want to get a sense for how far away is this, because the BLON 03 brought into questions prices and performances, and how much are people getting, and how good is the BLON 03, and some people said tonality, and other people said it's, you know, got this and that. Anyway, it was appealing to a great number of people, and part of that was its price. This has got that right there. This has got $109. That's ridiculous for what I have in my hand, but you don't have it yet. It's all metal. The part right here, which is plastic on the Audio, is metal on this. The whole freaking thing is metal, and it's $100. So I'm going to do a comparison video, because itself, nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, because they've never heard the set, and somebody can't come in and say, I heard that, and I don't think that. No, I'll compare it with a known entity, which is the Audio, and I'll say, you know, the Audio is better like this, but it's close on this, or this is not so different. So I'm sure that the Audio is going to do better. But how much better? And I'm sure it's not going to be. You know, that's 10 times more expensive. That's 10 times better. It doesn't work like that. That's a good way of introducing this because it's $110 and it's a 70 millimeter driver and the bass sounds good. The mids I got to get a hold on. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to go right at something that has fantastic mids, which is the Audio. The Audio also has really good treble. Compare it with a known great set. It's not going to do as well, but how big a difference is it really? This is the core engine of a great set for a bunch of people to do stuff with. It's got a 70 millimeter driver. A 70 millimeter driver. Go look at the advertisements for 50 millimeter drivers where people talk about extra large, massive 50 millimeter driver. Yeah, oh, miss me with that. I'm sitting in Sony territory now. There's my 70 millimeter MA900. There's my 70 millimeter BLON BL-30. And somebody's going to buy it. The DIY dudes, please get together. You must have some chat room somewhere. One of you volunteer and go ahead and buy it. If you do, I'll buy it off you if you're not satisfied. It's not the point, though, is it? I mean, one of you's going to open this up, pull out the driver, see if you can push that grill back through, and then do some 3D stuff. I'd love to get my logo on mesh or something like that on this. It's weird to do a video for a new set and talk immediately about doing stuff with it, but it's a $100 foundation with an engine that's a 70 millimeter driver, and I like it the way it sounds, and I'm going to do a video and compare it with the Audio. And like I said, it's not going to be the same thing, but it's not going to be that much different, really, if we're talking about cymbal strikes and the sound of sticks hitting skins and the pulls and plucks and the slides on guitar strings and how much am I losing? Is it going to be some? Is it a lot? Not 10 times, not 9 times, not 5 times. That's a good video that I want to do. And I want somebody that, or some people that do, like, as soon as they get stuff, they open it up. Get that. Open that up. Take pictures of the driver. Pull that thing out. Push that screen the fuck out of there. Bust out the 3D printer and do some stuff, man. I'm first in line for a custom back screen. First in line, please. Whoever does it, first in line. Do I recommend it? Of course I do. It's $109. This one. It's a BLON. That's 2. It's 70 millimeters. 70 fucking millimeters. That's 3. No, that's 3, 4, and 5. And it's metal all around. And it's not clearly stepping wrong in any fashion. It's ripe for mods. It's perfect. It's an affordable thing to take and to just tweak the fuck out of it. I'm so stoked. They kept it in the price range that they said they would, and they missed 11.11. Would have been perfect. You would have 10 times your sales if you had gotten it out in time. But QC, forget about it. I'm not. First thing I'm going to do is change the pads. That's going to be my low-level modification. And then I'm going to wait for someone to say, dude, I'm going to buy those. And I'll let you know if I can do something with it. And please, I'll do a video with your mod and I'll link to your Etsy shop. Dude, watching right now thinking, $109, I just spent, it's going to kill me. Like $100. $100, okay, I'll do it. Boom. Get in touch with me. My logo. It's on different stuff. Like, that's what I want. Or the dude that did the Thea Audio Phantom. Please. A custom. I can do stuff, but you guys, some of you are really good. This is what you do. And I'll let you guys go. 3, 3, 3, all across the board. It's not sticking out and failing. I'll do an audio review using music in comparison with the Audio, so I can talk about the music and say that in this song, this sounds a little bit further back than it sounds on this one. So that's a reference point, the Audio. Lots of people have it. Lots of people like it. Saying that this is not as good, but it's close, and about this particular thing will resonate with some people, whereas if I talk about this itself, the only guy in the world with it today, doesn't really mean much. It's the same reason that doing an in-depth review of the Tape Pro when nobody else has it, it's got limited value, because if I A and B it with something, and B is... that doesn't make sense, so forget what I just said. Doing a comparison video with the Tape Pro The only comparison that I could think that would be obvious would be with the tape, and everybody knows that this doesn't have the big peak at 3.5 relative to its. So if I do a video and I say it doesn't sound as shouty, it's like water's wet, the sun's gonna rise tomorrow, you know, like some stuff's fucking obvious. So this will be compared with the audio. What could go wrong? It's not going to be as good, but it's not going to be 10 times different, man. So I'll let you guys go. I got a big box delivered with a bunch of stuff in it, and some of it's very, very, very anticipated right now. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm glad this finally came out. I wish it had been, what's it, the 16th? 7 days ago. What am I, stupid? 9 days ago. What am I, dumb? 5 days ago. Sorry, I gotta go eat dinner. I'm out.